all have sort of our corners, our space. But while I was sitting there processing medications and stuff, I was listening to some Christian music, worship sound, or worship music. It was just music. I think during that time there was no lyrics. It was just gentle, quiet, and peaceful worship music. I was just overwhelmed by this feeling of empathy. I almost like, like knowing the sufferings in this world, like everyone's fighting a battle that nobody else knows about. So it's hard. You never know what someone's going through, and you can never tell just from their outward look. So I just had this overwhelming feeling, and it almost brought tears to my eyes. It was
continue on I-376 East.
So I felt like I wanted to do something to help out, but then I realized that I am so small. I'm such a small person, and I have no influence. What possibly can I do to make any difference in others' lives, other than just being kind? Always be kind to other people and show respect. That's kind of basic. And those things, when you treat others right, it ultimately came from treating yourself right. This is something I recently learned. The reason that in the past I was a cold person, described by my classmates, by people who sort of spend time with me, not in a direct interacting or social setting, just classmates were taking class together and they could observe. I was commented as a cold person, and I was cold to myself too, and as a result I was cold to others too, without even knowing it. So yeah, I would just feel like, what can I do? I'll just start from small things, right? Just help out when you can, when it's within your capacity, to bring a little light to someone's life, just things like that. And then I was just pondering on that, and I wasn't sure, what to do about it, or where this all came from, Although I do believe that God would touch your heart in a way that beyond your understanding or beyond your imagination. It's just, as for me, one of my goals, one of my, I guess, life aspirations is really just remain quiet and just wait upon the Lord to show me His way, to guide me, and to touch my heart. Because the problem with my heart is the biggest issue that I struggle with my whole life. I had a lot of excuses, to blame other things. This is why I'm like this. It's not my fault. Nothing I can do about it. But eventually, I just came to the point that I just open it up to God. really don't understand anything in my life, others' life, and the purpose, the will of God, and I really don't really understand anything. So I just came to the point that I lay everything out in front of Him, and I decide to follow Him that way, and not forcing myself to do anything in a certain way based on my own understanding or based on what I believe is righteous. And I believe my effort is just to lay everything in front of the Lord and kind of just remain quiet. And I'm not sure this kind of feeling of empathy is very strong, overwhelming, like shook my whole being. It didn't last long, just a few seconds, but the aftermath, the fact, it lasted quite a bit. So I really don't understand, and I don't know what to do about it. But this experience is real. That's why I'm sharing it. And whenever I experience moments like this, spontaneous or something happened when I think about things, I like to record a video, because that's all that matters for the purpose of this channel. I really want it to just be real, be original, and being in the present and really share, really soak in every moment. So I believe there's power in just doing that. It can
19 miles ahead on the route. Slow traffic. Continue on I-376 East.
Yeah, and then I just thought about what to do. There's really nothing that I can do immediately. I will just remain here, and my heart is very thankful and very warmed by it. And I sort of, even without any interaction, I feel like I am intimately, like very closely connected with just people in general, with humanity, kind of a feeling. And then I realized, I would just bring a little light in this world. There can never be too much light, right? I mean, we all know that this world is darkness is kind of everywhere. It is always nice to spread a little more light. So I feel like it's nice. I'm gonna do that. Doesn't mean to ignore the darkness. Like I mentioned a little bit in the previous video, being positive is not ignorance of the negative things in life. It's rather is a full awareness, like for acceptance, but then choosing the bright side after knowing everything. Believe that there's a purpose in everything, and always remain hopeful. So I have a starter Instagram account. I started out that to really want to just record my day-to-day, just moments. Not like every day, because I don't really post every day. Just like a special moment. I feel like record something, post a picture, like a stamped photo album. So I have Instagram account LinkedIn in my profile. That's for the same purpose. Now I realized it really clicked. I'm going to use that for a little platform for spreading a little light in this world, into this world. It doesn't matter I have how many followers, subscribers. That's really not my goal. You know, because it doesn't. It's meaningless, you know, really, to just pursue subscribers and followers. So that would distract me actually quite a bit.
Continue on
Creating original
76
content
East.
and be real. So I believe I remain real, and because I do have a very innocent purpose, I really want to help people by sharing my experience. I want to spread a little light into this world. So it's just authentic purpose. So whoever, even if it's just one person, two people to ever look at my account, it doesn't matter if they follow or not. But my goal is to, whatever they see in my account, whatever they listen, they watch on my YouTube channel, they can take away something that touched their heart, you know, lifts their day, make their day a little better. That would totally worth it, you know. I would rather happy that's the case than have a bunch of followers. But like, of course it would be nice. I have followers, I have an audience that when I make content, you know, it's more feeling like more you're literally talking to someone, you know that you have audience. But even for now, I still feel like I'm very passionate about sharing the precious thoughts, precious moments that I have with my potential viewers coming in the years to come. So that's my motivation, you know, that's my little motivation to spread light into this world, in this, I don't want to say dark world, but in a sense it is kind of a dark world. But we do have very bright sides. We have a hope. So, and it's not all negative and all dark. So that actually makes me feel like I have a calling. Like, you know, other than my work is really not my calling, my profession, my job. They are never meant to be my calling, you know. And funny, before I started medical school, I thought that was my calling, but it turned out it was not, and it's not the way I imagined it would be, and I don't think it will be the way even after I finish everything and into the real world. Probably even more on the opposite side than what I expected. So I kind of already suspected as a student. That's why I left medical school, and ever since I've been on this journey to really searching out the purpose and fulfillment of my life. So now I'm working this job. It's just a day job that provides a way of living, to pay the bills, but I really feel like my passion is to share with everyone who watch my video, who come into my Instagram account, whoever, doesn't matter how few people, it's that I wanted to make sure that they can, something touch their heart, going on the surface. There's more underneath, even after, you know. That's what I believe, and I'm trying to figure out a way to properly articulate the messages out as accurate as possible without deviating to unnecessary deviations. You know, just want to stick to what I want to say, to the essence of the message that I want to deliver, piece by piece, like little by little. So that being said, I'm going to add a little few words in my Instagram profile. I have my name in there. I think in the profile description, I'm gonna write something like, my name is Yajing, so Yajing is there in the name area.
In 2 miles,
then,
I-376 east is on the right.
Underneath that, right below that, I'm gonna say something here to spread a little light. Yeah, something like that. So my name here to spread a little light, and then just leave it like that. So a little you know, I came from a dark side. I've experienced all kinds of heartbrokenness, and my heart's been broken into pieces for like 1,000 times. I'm 37 years old, and you know, it's not really that aged, but I feel like my heart has been broken for so many times that I couldn't even count. So I'm going to turn off the GPS. So that's what I'm doing now. Yep. trust in anyone whose heart, no, not heart, it didn't say heart, just, I guess primarily means heart, because how do you be broken? How can you be broken? You're really bad, your heart's broken, right? So it's like, never trust anyone who's never been broken. So I think there's value in being broken, and if you come out of it, you become stronger and more equipped to endure life. So there are so many times that I was in the midst of a heartbroken situation that I thought I could never recover from it. Never. And minutes seems like years. At times just seems like frozen, and I just feel like I could never come out of it. But eventually they all passed, and now looking back, I didn't know how I passed. I don't think I even tried to get out of it. I was so broken. But I do learn a lot from all the experiences. So, and I really feel like this is my calling, this is my passion to just share what I've learned and what I experienced. Everyone's experience is valuable, but for me, I feel like I find my passion to share those things, to put it in a way that others can relate, can take something out of it, take home some start to feel that this is my calling and my passion. Even just 5 years ago, I would never think I would even do this like right now. Driving hours every day for work, so I have this time to record those long messages. After we move to our new home next year, which will be only 10-12 minutes away from work, I wouldn't be making videos in this format, like driving, and some might feel like it's unsafe, but I try to be careful, because I don't drive too fast. I just drive normal speed, and I feel like my mind is it's quiet, it's like available during this time, so I want to make use of it. But after we move next year, I won't be driving, but I look forward to making videos in the daylight before working, I have time, and recording videos at home, so instead of driving. I don't really have a plan what videos to make, what topics. It's mostly spontaneous. It's mostly something came to my mind, and I felt it's meaningful to share. Something really touched me. I would share, or even just something very exciting and making me excited. I would share. So it's just really in the present moment as we resting, and I like that feeling. So I'm still learning all about it. So as I go, I like to share. So this would be the calling for the rest of my life. So today's Friday. Currently is 10:46 p.m. I'm about 5 minutes away from home, and tomorrow I have to get back to work at 8 a.m. Tomorrow is Saturday, so this is my monthly mandatory Saturday shift. So everybody is required to work one Saturday a month. So this is my turn. I signed up for this one. And I only sign up this one because it's 8 a.m. versus the other option is 7 a.m., which would be too early for me. Because I usually get home after 11, like around 11 p.m. So it's really barely enough time to sleep for the 8 a.m. shift. So that's the best I can do, and I'm going to do it. Trying to get some sleep and get up tomorrow at 6 a.m. going back to work. I really like my work in the sense that it allows me time to think, like the nature of the work, really. So that's why my mind is free. My brain is working, usually my eyes, checking, but my mind is free. So I